Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Math 20-3, Chapter 6, Lesson 1, Banking 101, Part 2. So as we were just saying, the bank cares about how much money you have because they lend it out. And that's how they make their money, mortgages and car payments. Now, my question for you is, what kind of bank accounts do you have? What kinds of accounts do you think your parents have? If you do a little research, and I don't want you to because it gets painful very quickly, but it's usually savings or checking. I'm assuming you all have some sort of savings account. Okay? Your parents ask them. It might be checking, might be savings, might be multiple. Now, why does it matter what kind of bank account we have? Well, the goal there is to give the bank as little money as possible. Okay? So like I said, you want to minimize the fees. You want to maximize how much money you hold on to. So, as I mentioned, what does the bank do with your money? When you deposit your money in a bank, the bank will take that money and invest it. Lending bank, this usually involves giving loans or mortgages. The bank then collects interest on the money that invests and makes money that way. Now, let's do a few examples here. Jake does most of his banking online or at an ATM. Every month he has a minimum balance of $1,200 and he does about 15 transactions per month. Choose a bank or credit union. What type of account should he choose with that bank? Now, here he has money, $1,200, and he does about 15 transactions. Now, we go back here. Let's look at the service. So if he does 15 transactions, is the basic plan good for him? Nah, he does more than that. What about the master plan? He gets 80 transactions, and it costs him $11. That might work. Now, there's also the E-plan here. E, electronic or online, only costing $7, transactions are free. Now, does that include the getting money from an ATM? I hope so. There's also regular checking. Here you go. Or ultra checking. That might be better. Remember he has, what was it, $1,200 or $1,500? He has more than $1,000, and he gets unlimited transactions. There's also young and free checking account. Students, I don't want to say they're luring you in, but they're trying to get you to come in and open a bank account. So there's lots of options there. And that's just one. Now, CIBC, notice there's 4 checking accounts here. And they're not specific about the minimum amount of money in this one, which is unfortunate. That's something they always hide in the fine print. Monthly fee waived with rebate. So there's something in there, probably minimum amount you have to have. Like I said, they like it when you have money. You have to do a little research. So just looking at the Servius one, I'm thinking perhaps the young and free checking account might be best for you guys. But this, I don't know. Regular checking depends on how much they charge per ATM visit. Have to do research. I really don't know. Now, describe 2 situations in which you might use each of the following: a bank card, an online banking, on telephone banking, a bank teller, ATM, or check. So, when would you use a bank card? Well, shopping. Yes. Or at an ATM. In a bank for identification. When would you do online banking? Well, I don't know. When would I? Well, my wife does online banking. Pay bills. Rent. I said, my cell phone, our internet, the utilities, that's all online banking. We don't go to the bank and pull out money and give it to them. It's done through the computer. Paying bills, paying rent, something regular. Telephone banking. When would you do telephone banking? When would you call and talk to somebody? Problem? Fraud? The last few years, someone has tried using my bank card in San Francisco to buy food. Wasn't me. And someone's tried shipping stuff to the Philippines using my bank card, my credit card. Wasn't me. So there's a fraud. They'll call you, or you can call them if there's a problem. You guys get your bank statement every month. Check it. Seriously. A problem, a fraud. Lost card. I once left my wallet on the counter at the store, paying for something. I came back, my money was gone. But I got my credit card and, well, I got my driver's license back, so I was happy about that. Now, when would you use a bank teller? Go and talk to a human being. Well, open an account or send money. I recently had to send money to an elderly relative. She doesn't do online banking, so I had to get a bank draft, a fancy check from the bank that's absolutely guaranteed. No problem cashing, because anyway. Now, ATM. When would you use an ATM? Get money. And pay bills. Yes. If you're old-fashioned like me and the bill comes in the mail, you can get the little slip, put some money in the envelope, and deposit it into the bank. And with the slip, they'll pay the bill for you. I know, weird. Don't even have to deal with humans. When do you write a check? Well, rent, security deposit. Yes. Some of you guys have your own apartment? Not yet. Most of you not yet, but soon you will. Scary how quickly that comes. Now, moving on. Jim withdraws $20 every week from an ATM that charges a $1.50 service fee in addition to the $1.50 the bank charges. He's not using his own ATM or his own bank's ATM, he's using something else. How much would he spend on ATM fees per year? Well, $20 a week. That's $1.50. That's $3 per week. That's $3 times 52 weeks in the year. That's $156 on ATM fees. Crap, that's a lot of money. That adds up. And that's why I want you to go check whatever bank account you have now. Is there a cheaper one that you can, well, there's almost always a cheaper one. Is there a cheaper, good one that you can use? Something useful to you. Now, suggest two things that Jim could do to reduce his ATM fees. Well, he's taking $20 every week. Couldn't he just take like $80 per month? That way there's only 12 times a year. So he's only paying 12 times 3 is $36. Don't go every week, go every month. Now, some people don't like holding on to cash like that because they tend to, it goes into the wallet and it just disappears. So some of us are like that. Anyway, what else could he do? Change bank or ATM. Because he's paying $1.50 from his own bank and another $1.50 to use that ATM. Change walk a little, I'll say, is there one of his own bank ATMs nearby that he can walk to and save himself $1.50? Because $1.50 times 52. Come on, don't care, go away. Yeah, that's $78. He could save if he used one of his own bank machine from his own bank. Or maybe he could change banks so they get less fees. There's lots of ways to save money here. The trouble is, it's a little bit of money every week. And most of you don't care about $1.50. Honestly, if you saw $1.50 in pennies on the ground, you may or may not pick it up. But it was $78. I think you'd stop and pick up $78. Maybe not if it was in pennies, but if there's 78 bucks in cash lying there, you pick it up. Now, we're over time here, and that's it. So please, go look at your bank account. See what kind it is. See if there's one with lower fees that can save you money. All right? Good luck. See you in class. Stay safe.